Hi, Brian Manchester here. I'm standing outside of my office in Bellefonte, Pennsylvania in Center County. One of the biggest questions I always get from people charged with DUIs who call me or come in is what punishment can I get? How long will I go to jail? What are the license suspension consequences? So right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to talk to you about first-time offenders, either lifetime or within 10 years. If you're a first-time offender, there's different levels of punishment depending on what specific type of DUI you're charged with. If you're charged with general impairment or having a blood alcohol content below 0.1, you're facing 6 months probation if you have no prior record for any other type of crime, and no license loss, no suspension, even if convicted. If you have a blood alcohol content between 0.1 and 0.159, or you're a truck driver with a BAC greater than 0.04, you're facing 48 hours to 6 months. And I stress 48 hours. Most people think 48 hours is 2 days. But legally, that's not correct. In jails, they often give you partial day, a whole day credit. But unfortunately, they structured the law. You have to do 48 consecutive hours in jail. So if you're sentenced at 12 o'clock, you get to the jail at 1. 48 hours later at 1 o'clock, you'll be released. The license suspension for the middle tier is what we call it, is 1 year of license loss plus 1 year of interlock. Interlock is the blow and go device and toxilizer, that thing you put in your car and have to blow in. That's what I call an interlock. If you're charged with the blood alcohol content of 0.16 or greater, driving under the impairment of drugs, or having certain illegal drugs in your system, and right now, unfortunately, medical marijuana under the current state of the law, if convicted, you're facing 72 consecutive hours in jail to 6 months, 1 year license loss, and 1 year interlock. Now, for first-time offenders, there is some good news out of, if you get convicted, if you can call it that. You are eligible in the first year of your license loss for the interlock immediately. Practically, you can't get it the day you are sentenced and your license suspension starts, because you have to have the interlock system placed in your vehicle before you can apply for the interlock device. The day you're eligible is the day you can apply. You can't apply for it early, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. And that takes PennDOT several weeks to process the application. So once the application is processed or you're approved, you can then drive for 2 years on the interlock or the blow and go system instead of not being able to drive at all. That's for first-time offenders. So ladies and gentlemen, that's the basics of the punishments you're facing as a first-time offender. But just because you're charged with a DUI does not mean you're going to be convicted. DUIs are tough to defend, but there's a lot of things to look at. You look at the test results. You look at why they stopped you. What did they do after they stopped you? You analyze the field sobriety tests, which are not as great as the police think they are, and oftentimes they're instructed and scored wrong. And physical problems manifest as clues to them, but then that's by knowing how to do the test and being instructed on how to do the test, like the police, like myself and the attorneys in my office, that's how you defend these cases. So thank you very much for your time. If you have any other questions about penalties for DUI, whether it be first offense, second offense, whatever, defenses to DUIs, alternatives to DUIs, or any other type of criminal charge, please give us a call here at Manchester & Associates so my associates and I can help you. Thank you.